Watching a silhouette candlelight, slipping and sliding a little more to the right. They say all the freaky bitches come out at night. Yeah, I'm the one that's full of fun, guaranteed to make you come. I'ma put it down for sure. Once you enter through the door, drop them drawers like you Denzel. I don't believe in snacks, you could get the whole meal. That's real.
We on right now?
We on right now. Hey, y'all. Welcome to Behind Closed Doors. Y'all, it's your girl, Latoya Grove. How y'all doing tonight?
It's your man, Crown Roy. What's going on?
All right, y'all. So tonight is a interesting topic, and we want you guys to tune in, share, like, comment, call us in, because we know it's some of y'all out there that got some great stories, y'all. So tonight we're talking about, do you know someone or dealt with someone that is incarcerated, y'all? We want to know what's going on. You dealt with somebody that was incarcerated before, Crow?
No.
No? Oh,
no.
Man.
I don't know.
You know, I'll be in the streets.
I'm too pretty to be showing up in prison.
What?
I can't be. I don't even like going for visitation. I went to visitation a couple times for like a couple of cousins and everything. That seemed just a little bit too invasive for me.
That was it for you?
No, it was invasive.
You like patting down,
and you got to take your phone and this, that, and other. Like, I mean, it just rather invasive. But I mean, when we came up with this topic, I was thinking, like when we was discussing it last week, I was thinking about more or less like trying to make some type of levity and fun out of it, thinking of like, you know, people putting money on somebody's books.
Right,
what I mean?
But as you dug deep into it, you realized it's a lot more to it.
It is a lot more to it, and then it just
get locked up, and you home alone for a couple of years, and you all frustrated now.
No, that was more or less the joke part of it.
That was.
Whereas though, your man's is locked up, and now you banging his best friend, or some dumb shit like that, or you or you just holding it down for a couple years, and you just, I don't know, but I'm talking about on a whole nother deeper level when I'm starting to look at it and with incarceration and how it actually affects our community.
Right.
I mean, I did speak to I spoke to several different people that had might not necessarily been in the situation, but they were like one young lady was telling me how her mother had been with somebody that was in prison. And when she was little, and he was very like aggressive and just like mean, and actually attacked her as a child. And that made me think by seeing a lot of things like prison changes people, and actually they become institutionalized.
Yeah.
And just it's just really devastating. But I need people to understand on the granular level, and I'm gonna need a couple minutes to get on my soapbox about this. Mass incarceration in America has been designed to basically put black people in a pen and put us away. And over the years since slavery, and in the last 50 years, it has become such a big business. You want to think about it like this, and even on a woman's, women of color only make up, and when I say women of color, I'm talking about black, Hispanic, Asian, anybody that just not white. Women of color make up 36% of this country. But women of color make 50% of the prison population.
Right.
Women of color make up two-thirds, 66% of the women that are in local jails. And people were sitting there might be like, what's the difference between prison and jails and the county and this, that, and other? Yo, it's people sitting in jail, over 746,000 people in jail right now that haven't been convicted of anything. They haven't been convicted of anything.
Sitting ducks.
This is where the issue where it's though cash bonds, just holding over until you get some type of trial or anything like that. People sit in prison because they can't afford to get out.
Right.
And guess what? People
just-
make money off of that.
Right. They just waiting their time out, basically.
But it's plenty of people that actually spend maybe months or a couple years
Even
in
years.
prison, and then they be like, "Oh, charges is dropped.
Drop.
Go ahead."
Go ahead. Like, why you couldn't do that
Because the
a
system.
year ago?
What people don't understand is this
The
also.
system is designed.
It's only
Fair.
only 5% of people actually go to trial. 95% of people that are in prison right now have never, either they pre-bargained or never went in trial. And this is the craziest thing. So, I was looking at it on the aspect of trying to be funny, like, oh, you know, dealing with a boyfriend that's in jail or a girlfriend that's in jail and trying to figure out this.
It's really serious.
But it's really serious.
It's a serious situation.
Especially
guys.
for us in our community. So I wanted to just throw it out there to or whoever the viewers or whatever to talk about. You don't even have to say about it if it was just a relationship, like partnership, this, that, another.
If
But
you a child,
maybe
or,
you've been in the situation.
Right.
How did it
know
affect,
someone.
or how did it affect your livelihood?
Yeah.
I mean, I've been blessed, whereas though I haven't had direct contact in that situation. But I mean, I have cousins. We all got family
Right.
members that's been. But I personally, you know, haven't. And it's crazy to say because it's not a big deal to say I ain't never been locked up.
Right.
But it seems like it is when you come from like places where I come from. I ain't never did time. I ain't never been in prison. This, that.
Right.
That's not a big deal. That's just like when a motherfucker say like I take care of my kids. Nigga, that's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I just wanted to throw that out there because like automatically it's a lot of different things that come in contact with incarceration. But I wanted to see how it affects people on a level of maybe you've been incarcerated and now it's hard for you to actually find a
Work.
job.
To find
work
work
afterwards.
Right. It's true.
And or actually get back into, and we talked about this sometime in our episode about deadbeat dads, whereas though in some aspects it's not deadbeat dads. They just the system makes it whereas though it makes them deadbeats because once you've been incarcerated, now that you've been incarcerated, once you get out, you can't go back to you can't go back to being with that woman because if she's in public housing or some type of
you
federal
can't.
housing, you can't live with her.
She could get kicked out.
She'll get kicked out. Also, it makes it harder for you to actually get a job because you have been incarcerated, so you can't pay that child support. But it's very interesting, and I want to hear from some people that
You
may
want to
have-
hear? Right.
I mean, how it affects them. But we also need to make known that we do have a new sponsor to the show.
Avaji.
Avaji.
Yes, Avaji.
I like
Want y'all go check it out.
yeah, it's
Go check it out.
Urban Outfitter. It's you
Yep.
know some nice clothes.
The link is
Black owned,
yes,
Black
black
owned,
owned.
right?
We gotta support
Wait,
our
wait,
black
wait.
owned people.
Black woman owned.
Black woman owned.
I'm just saying. I always like to shout out the sisters. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
Give them a shout out. Yes.
And check them out. But they got
They
something
will
coming.
definitely be in Christiana Mall on Saturday, so make sure you guys go check it out.
2 days from now?
Yeah.
Is it 2 days from now? Are you talking about February 6th? Oh, next Saturday, February 6th.
Next Saturday, guys. Yeah, February 6th. But we will leave the link and everything below, and you could go check that out. So
That's how you pronounce
Avaji.
it?
Avaji.
Avaji?
Avaji. Sounds seductive. a little bit.
Sounds like, yeah.
Avaji.
Sound like some anal sex shit to me.
What?
Seem like
You
some
know
anal
what?
beads. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey Ruby, how you doing?
Maybe they
Marsha,
want-
how
maybe
you
they gonna-
doing? Make sure y'all
they
share
gonna
the
block us out
live.
of there?
Thank you. Thanks
can't
for
say that.
tuning in, guys. Thank you so
How you
much.
pronounce
Let's
Shh. Is that Shadrach? Shadrach?
Shadrach. You know, I didn't want to mess up the name. Sorry.
That's
Hey Shadrach.
Is that the actual name? That's a cool ass name. This mama name that? Oh, some good shit.
Please
My
share
sister
the
needs to hear
live
this. Yeah.
and let's get everybody tuned in on this topic. We want you guys to call in. If you have a story, call us in. Let's have a
What's up,
conversation.
your sister been dealing with.
So tag your
somebody in
sister
jail?
and let her hear this right now,
Yeah.
so we could get this conversation going.
Yeah,
All right?
that's real.
Word.
But like I was saying, I had spoke to a couple different sisters over the last few days, and they was talking about how they have dealt with people that had been in prison or in jail, whichever, if they was doing time, but it was nothing to the extent whereas though after some time they just got caught up dealing with somebody, but they've realized that the dude that they was talking to, whatever, they was running a game whereas though they was talking to several different females, basically getting them to.
You talking about somebody that was in
Yeah,
jail?
right. They was
So
like
they was running game on females.
They were running
like
game-
pen pals.
Yes.
Okay, so they had.
Well, they knew him.
Multiple pen pals?
They knew him outside.
Okay.
But when they got in, like they was still, but they was running a game in a sense where as though they was communicating with several different
Multiple
females
women, right.
and getting them to put money on their books,
Use
pay time for like some calling cards and
Right,
stuff,
right,
this,
right.
that, and other. And it was doing this for several different people. Because
Dang.
people take your kindness for weakness.
right?
And
These
I mean,
women be vulnerable.
well, women and men. I mean, let's
Both
not
of
get
them.
it.
It's
Let's
just
not
not
get
about.
into yeah.
It's about. It's women and men that do get locked up. Women are crazy too. You know what I mean? They not even. It's not even about crazy. You just get caught up. Just get caught up.
But what was the conversations you was having conversation with somebody yesterday about something about?
Well, we supposed to get some phone calls today, so we want to see if we get these phone calls. Someone was dealing with someone for 3 months because we put the post out there. Would you date someone that's been locked up? They was just like, hell no. Like, I'm getting rid of them. They was dealing with them for 3 months. It was a new relationship. You know what I mean? So they wasn't really feeling it. A lot of people not really feeling the being with somebody while they doing a bid with somebody.
So you been on the bus upstate or what?
Yeah, I did.
You been on the bus upstate?
I was.
All right, come on, New York shit. Talk to us.
Why you always got to try to
Because the fact of the matter is, subjects are always better if they
Okay,
are
if
personal
they're
and it's something
personal.
that's
Okay.
directly happening.
All right.
So I knew you. You just look like the type that done took a
I was-
goddamn bus.
Yeah, I was on the bus. I took a ride up to Rikers twice before. You know what I'm saying? This dude I was dealing with. You know, I was feeling him. That's the only reason why
How
I
old
took-
were you?
Oh my gosh. I was about 19.
19.
About 19.
Okay. Where
Yeah.
we was up at Rikers?
He was in Rikers. Yeah.
Okay.
He was in Rikers.
How long was that bus ride?
Well, first it was a train ride, then it was a bus
No,
ride.
break it down. Let's break it down too.
The bus ride wasn't long. It was
No,
about
because I want to
10,
see how
15
deep this shit
minutes.
go.
It was about 10 minutes. So, we got a call?
We got a call?
Hello, behind closed doors, who is speaking? Hello,
My name is Ruby Harvey.
Ruby. Hello,
Hey, Ruby.
how you doing?
Ruby still in the
Oh,
studio.
hello. I'm doing all right. How y'all doing?
We good.
We
Thank
good.
you. So,
That's good. I kind of tuned in on what y'all was talking about, and
are you familiar with this topic?
huh?
You're familiar with the topic tonight?
Yeah, I'm very familiar with the topic tonight.
That's-
I actually have a nephew who's incarcerated
Okay.
right now. He was 16 when he got in. Now he's 18. He has 15 years. He got caught on a bogus charge. Somebody basically forced him to murder somebody. He has 15 years, and I'm kind of scared for him. And also, I was in a relationship with somebody for 10 years who was in prison. He was incarcerated for 10 years. And I can definitely say that they have an anger streak in them, and they have issues. Just like I feel like PTSD and issues like that as of that sort,
Right.
And I feel like just being African American that they basically are trying to keep us incarcerated, and I don't feel like it's fair or it's okay or it's cool. I feel like were being looked down on, like back in the old days, you know.
Right.
And I just feel, and, you know, it's kind of discouraging, but I'm not gonna let it discourage me. You know, you have to stay motivated, being who we are as a people.
Right.
Did can I ask you? Okay, so with your nephew, did he actually go to have a trial, go to court, or this was a plea bargain? Or?
Yeah, he had a trial. I believe he's trying to fight the case. I'm just not sure of all the information right now. My sister is very private, but
Yeah.
I just feel that it should be kind of brought on the surface because it wasn't fair at all. Like if somebody forces you to kill somebody and has a gun up to your head, what choice do you have? You know?
Right.
And what state was this in?
This was in Minnesota.
I only asked because laws in different every state is different. But when you said that, he was 16, that basically they basically tried him as an adult, or
As an adult, right? That's what I'm saying. That's what kind of hurts me. He's gonna be in an institution with grown men, and he has to deal with the pressure of being around grown-up people who's gonna try and lead him astray on the wrong path and try and change his religion and change his whole outlook on life because they've been there way longer than him, and that's not all right. That's not cool.
it sound and this is another issue that we have, whereas though we don't have the resources to actually have the proper
lawyers.
and the people that can work the law, so whereas though it can actually help us, because we might be caught up with dealing with a public defender that doesn't really care about our plight and might just basically say take a plea bargain or doesn't dig up enough evidence to protect us. I mean, I'm really sorry about that. But this is something that, and the aspects, this is what I wanted to talk about, and it's because this affects everybody far wide, because you are aunt, and you dealing with this, so this is not even a relationship, but this is a family that you get destroyed by incarceration, and this is going to affect a lot of his mother, his family members, and maybe siblings moving forward. And basically, what you're telling me, this young man's life is basically almost over at 16 years
By
old.
the time he gets there, by the time he gets out, he's gonna be 30-some years old.
If we lucky.
Right.
I mean, I'm keeping it 100.
Right.
Because if we lucky, because I'm gonna tell you like this, and that's on good behavior. Let's not getting in any type of fights or any type of scrim. But like you said, this young man is gonna be tested.
And they're gonna see him. He's young and stuff. They're gonna try to get him to do stuff situation. And test him. It's horrible.
And it's just another flight.
And he's gonna be scared, so he's gonna probably do it.
Or might have to join. And a lot of them got to join a gang just for protection. Now, but you said also you've been on the other side of it. Been in a relationship with somebody.
Yeah, I've been in a relationship with somebody for 10 years, and they've kind of had issues like PTSD. They've seen people get murdered, and they had to defend themselves, and they was put in situations where they had to fight. They had to stab some people in prison, things as of that, And it was kind of scary at first, but then it's kind of like, they're human too. They have a heart too, you know what I'm saying? But it is scary getting in a situation or just a relationship like that because you never know where their mind's at. A lot of them suffer from mental illnesses also.
That's not actually, that's not diagnosed. And
no, it's not a diagnosis, but
no.
It's definitely not diagnosed. They'll rather go without being diagnosed because they've been in the system so long that they're just like, I don't want to go back in the system and get no kind of help. They just want to be free.
Right. But are you still with this person? Are they free? Are they incarcerated? How did that work?
They actually got back incarcerated because they weren't used to being on the outside. So they're like,
that's
well,
what usually happens.
Nobody wants to help me correctly. I'm not getting the correct help. I might as well go back to my same old life. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And I was here. I was dedicated to a relationship, but it wasn't. His mind frame wasn't right for the outside world. He wasn't prepared.
Okay. Oh wow, that's crazy. I mean, all you things you telling us is the stereotypes that we actually see on television. But you telling us this is true because
this is very true. It's real.
Whereas though they get so regimented about telling them where to go, how to go, when you can go to the bathroom, where you go, that they can't even deal with the aspects of having normal freedom that we
world.
used to.
Yep.
Yeah, it's really sad. It's sad. You know, I wish people would do more to help out the prison system. You know what I'm saying? Help out not just the prison system, but African Americans as a whole. Like that in prison, help them get on the right path. You know, so help them get on the right path when they get out. So they won't be so scared and timid when they get out. Like, oh, I'm going to do something, so I go back for another 10, 15 years and spend the rest of my life in prison. You know, it's kind of heartbreaking.
I want to ask you this: how did actually dealing with somebody that had been incarcerated? Moving forward, like how's this affected you? I mean, I'm moving forward. I mean,
it's affected me. Actually, it played a big part in my depression and my stress. You know, because I had to deal with this person steady being on his toes. You know, always prepared to fight or hurt somebody all the time because that's what he's used to. You know.
Always watching it back.
He never put his hands on me. You know, he was always overprotective about me, but he's always watching his back. He always, you know,
just on edge.
Make sure we're safe. He always checks the door, you know, he's always just paranoid, and it's kind of, it bothered me some, you know. It's like, okay, when you going to kind of calm down a little bit, and it's never no calming down for him. It's always, they're on point, they're on their toes, they're always alert, you know, which you should be in a world like this, but it was a little bit extra.
Wow. Drill. Well, thank you, Ruby, for tuning in, and actually, I'm giving us that information. We really appreciate it.
Yes.
And I'm definitely we're gonna be praying for your nephew because that's something
Crazy.
I can see. I have 3 sons, and thank God they haven't been in that situation, but I know for a fact.
I appreciate you guys, and much love.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for
Thank
tuning
you.
in.
Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate the call.
Thanks, Ruby.
All right, you're welcome.
All right.
Have a great night. Bye.
See, this is exactly
It's
what
like they get out of jail and stuff be so hard out on the outside world that they cannot condition themselves to regular outside world things. They like, hey, let me go back inside. Got food. You know what I'm saying? We got
some people can't live with the fact that they can't. The regiment of, and I mean, I've never been institutionalized, but just her story is just making me feel just like when we watch on television, we hear that people become institutionalized, whereas though they tell you what time to wake up, they tell you when the time to exercise, they tell you when you go to eat. They tell you where you
like a schedule,
and then they just live their life that they can't actually function and
on
their own or in the world, whereas though they have the freedoms,
right?
Or also, it's very difficult to get employment,
right?
And so they figure out
living
a lot of times within
you have to have some money. You know, you can't find a job.
In the first, what they say a lot of times, in the first 3 to 6 months, they violate to go back.
Right.
Because they just don't know how to live. Hello, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa. Thanks for tuning in.
No, tuning in. I think Lisa, is that our, is that the Lisa?
That is.
No, that's not that Lisa?
That ain't that Lisa, no.
Okay, it's not?
Thanks, Lisa, for tuning in.
Okay.
That ain't her.
Well, we got plenty of Lisas.
I thought it was not the Lisas. Come on now.
Look.
Share the lie.
I just seen a pretty Lisa, so I figured that was the same one. All that shit. But
yes, y'all, so this is definitely a great topic.
It's a scary topic.
Deep.
It's so deep.
It goes so deep. And
we got cut off about your dad going on the bus story. Hold on.
Wait a minute.
The phone call.
Why
we
you want to go back? We gotta go back.
We gotta go back to you. Hey, Tina.
Tina, you calling in?
Oh, Tina. I like that picture, girl. Is that a good? She had the good weave on in that picture. Damn.
Hey, Karen. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Cookie Monster? Tina, that's a good weave picture right there, girl.
Really?
What? It is. Well, I wasn't supposed to tell her a secret?
No, it's right. We all wear weaves. It's cool.
Come on, finish the story.
Gosh. All right.
How long it take you to get on the train? Because I'm trying. No.
It was only about an hour ride.
It was an hour ride?
Yes.
So you ain't go upstate.
You know, I was already near Queens.
Uh-huh.
So So I wasn't going far.
Uh-huh.
All right, so I was just from the Bronx to Queens, bus, Rikers. Like, it was just boom,
Oh,
boom, boom.
okay.
It's like right there. So
Say
it
to
wasn't.
Hi, Renee. Hey, Mary.
Hey, Mary. I wouldn't
You
go.
ain't say hi to Renee? It's
Hey,
a
Renee. Hey, Renee. Hey. So I would, if it was far upstate somewhere, I don't think I'll be going. But it was like right there, so I went and visited them.
love that nigga.
I was feeling him. Yeah, I was feeling. I was talking
I
on the
know it
phone.
was,
You know what I'm
Tina.
saying? It
And
was
that
like,
shit was
hey,
looking good,
would you
girl.
accept this call? I was like, hell yeah, I'm
Because
accepting
that's
that
that
call.
shit that you just pull, you know. What? Never mind. I'm sorry. I'm finished your story.
I'm
Me and
done.
Tina was having a private
I'm
conversation.
done my story now.
But no, I always wonder. I never understood. I wanted to get the a concept of how women and men too. But I mean, how women
But
would actually.
I didn't do it for a long time. Like, I didn't keep in touch with him for a long time.
Uh-huh.
I probably kept in touch with him maybe 2 months,
Uh-huh.
3 months, maybe. Yeah.
But no family members, because I mean, this is some family,
family
members,
members.
too. You could do. I mean, we
I haven't.
we have
no.
to do that too.
That was
You
the
know what I
only
mean?
time I went to the jail. Well,
Okay,
prison.
did you was dealing with him before you got locked up?
Yeah, I was dealing with him.
That good
before
dick? What?
Yeah.
They had that good dick? I'm just saying, if you gonna get on busting the train, baby, but I'm just saying, it was alright.
It was something special.
It was alright.
I was definitely feeling them.
And for 2
to
months
get on.
until you found some new dick. Sorry, I ain't shit.
Nah, I was dealing with
I
him
was
for a while,
raised
though. I
right.
was dealing with him for about a year, but yeah, it was cool though. So Tina, you call anybody calling in? Call us. Let us know your stories, y'all. I'm trying to get in all of my business.
Why because
I'm just saying.
But hey, Renee, we talking about incarceration, and
We
it
are
don't
talking
actually
about
have to be.
incarceration.
It don't actually have to be where as though you've been actually. What is rude, Karen?
He's rude.
I am rude. I don't give a fuck. Well, I do give a fuck,
All
but
my business.
but no, it's interesting. With incarceration, you don't actually have to be in a. We talking about how it affects you, maybe in a relationship, or maybe if it was a family member,
Just how it
whereas
affects your
though
life.
it just affects your life, and we are basically just under like. For people that didn't tune in earlier when I discussed, basically we are under attack as black people because we are more likely, like for instance, African Americans are 1.7% more likely to be locked up than white people. I already stated that women of color, only 36% of this country, but 50% of women in prison are women of color. 66% of women that are in local jails, county jails across the country are locked up. And a lot of these women and a lot of these men that are in these local jails are not criminals because they haven't been convicted or anything.
Yeah.
Literally, you can spend in certain states, like I'm from New Jersey, if you get a sentence that's basically less than a year and a day, you just basically stay in the county jail. You're in the county lockup for a year. But a lot of times it's people that just can't make bail or are just waiting for trial and just sitting there.
It's crazy. A lot of our young ones are getting locked up just for
Some drug paraphernalia
Not
things,
even.
a lot of drug charges that are basically legal in many states now.
I have a friend.
You got a friend?
Who-
I doubt that, but go ahead.
I have a friend whose son just got arrested for being basically at the wrong place in the wrong time. They was with someone who actually killed someone, and he's about 17.
What
So
state?
like-
I'm sorry.
It's
What-
in New York.
Okay, you got to look at the state law. He was with somebody that committed murder. That a lot of times what happens is
I feel
he was
he's a
charged with the
good
murder
kid.
also too.
Right.
That's how
Ball
it
player
works.
and stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's just crazy, and it's a sad situation. Tina said, "I'm not being in no relationship with nobody in prison. Just as
Big nobody. She did cat letters. She was like
did the cats
nobody.
on nobody in prison, just as well as I don't expect nobody to be in one with me."
I done my
Tina
time.
said, "I done my time by myself." Wow.
Wow. But see, that's an interesting perspective because some people say that once they get locked down, some people get divorced or they break it off with the person they dealing with because they want them to be free. Because a lot of people do say they're doing time. It's just like you doing the time too,
Right.
and you stressed
I'm sure
during the
it's,
same time.
it's a lot of people who have done time with their partners, and I don't know if they was faithful or not.
Only
but
time
they
I
did
know,
time.
marriage is time. That's doing time in prison.
Marriage. A long time in prison.
Get that shit. That shit was hard, nigga.
Real
I had to
hard.
come home every night. The fuck is this? I gotta act like I like you. I'm sorry. That ain't. Let's not make light of this subject. That shit is real.
It's very
That shit is real.
It's very real.
She said I was rude.
Cause you are rude.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Crown. But yes, whoever's on the live, speak to us. Say hello, y'all. Let us know you did. Let us know what you think about the topic. Well, how do you feel about this situation? Is a very big issue that is going on.
And has been going on.
That has been going on for a long time with our people. Okay.
And do you know, actually, wow, even Latin, Hispanic women are more likely to go to prison than white women in this country. It's just a big deal. Because a lot of times when people think, and Tina brings up an interesting point that we lose sight of. When we talk about somebody doing time or being locked up, we often think about men. But it's
women too.
And how does that affect? Because guess what?
They got kids.
Women are. This
The
is
mothers.
my point. Exactly. So now,
Even some mothers be pregnant and have their kids in prison.
yeah, that's true.
It's
Yeah.
crazy. And they
Right.
get their kids taken
And
away.
get taken away. That's my whole point. Whereas though, that's just something that we don't actually pinpoint and say, yo, this is affecting something because women that are in prison.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, Orange and New Black just opened up a whole new world for me to where it's a whole new understanding.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Why?
Of course, I didn't even think about women
Oh.
in prison and then what they had to go through, and then you start talking about actually being mothers. Don't do that.
I can't.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
But they even have some prisons that allow you to keep your kids
You ain't gonna read that.
with you. I will.
But we ain't supposed to do that. I was trying to be serious and shit. But that's that. If you're a lesbian, getting locked up might be a good time. Who needs someone on the outside? You know what? Oh, you might be right. No, and you knew. Guess what?
What?
You might not be gay going in, but you gay while you there.
Oh, I'm about to say not. You can't say covered out because they be gay while they there, but they come out they be straight. They
Okay,
still
wait a
born
minute.
straight.
I need to cut something off right now.
What?
Hey, Robin. Thanks
Hey,
for
Robin.
tuning in. I am the only one allowed to on Flirt with Tina on here. This is my show. If you want to send her a little message
Send
on the
a side
side,
message.
that's fine, because I don't need to be seeing that. And yeah, I know she gay. I don't care. I'm still Flirts with Tina. This is what I do. But proceed. What you were saying. I'm just fucking with you, Robin. But I am being really jealous right now.
Jealous. Sick man. A mess.
I'm the only motherfucker get to flirt with women on here. Shit, this is my show.
Wow. Someone's
But
so
that's true.
bougie.
You may not be gay going in, but sometimes you might have to make a move to survive. Yo, people do shit to survive. And on the real, I don't look at anybody when you in a survival mode what you do. But this is the thing that this is what I never understood about women. And
Right.
Women, y'all can get. I never understood whereas though women dealt with men that came out of prison that did like a long bid. Y'all just think they was
think
just
they
all.
was just-
I'm just saying.
They was
Maybe so.
some
Maybe
videos.
so. But you know, I was just like, you dealing with a dude. You don't think some shit. What you think? I'm being for real.
I get it. My dad admitted to me he did him in prison. That's from Peach. What? Hey, you had to do what you had to do. How long was he
Some
in
man
prison?
pussy.
Was he in
See-
prison for long? 10 years. What you think?
Yo,
Like,
and
you
that's
know
my
what I'm saying?
whole thing.
That's why some people get married just to have the what they call that? They get married to somebody just so they can have sex and shit
Conjugal
like that.
visits?
Conjugal visits, yes.
Yeah, but that's a different from state to state, and
Oh.
conjugal visits may only be allowed to certain prisoners, either prisoners that's doing life, or prisoners that are low, like not violent criminals. But it's a you automatically just because you married, you don't get
Oh.
conjugal visits, and you have to be actually on a good. It varies.
Right.
But everybody don't get that. But a lot of times it is only for prisoners that's basically doing life.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's crazy.
And that's a whole liberal type thing, whatever.
I
But
know them prisons be crowded. Ain't they crowded?
a lot of prisons are the
It's
numbers are crazy.
overpopulated.
There's
It's
that it's 1800 state prisons. There's 110 federal prisons. It's 1,700 juvenile prisons. And do you see these numbers? It's 3,100 local jails in this country. America, who's supposed to be about democracy, and I'm getting off on a little soapbox, but y'all can always check me out on if you got the Roku on my food for thought, because I talk about shit like this. But we are the most people are incarcerated in the world. Percentage is in America. Have they have sex with their women during their visit?
Hey, they
Who? What?
have
What?
sex with
Who?
their
Can-
women doing
Dad,
a visit? Right. Okay.
who we talking about?
Me?
What we talking about?
Nima?
Karen.
Yeah,
You
what-
talking about conjugal? If you have a conjugal visit, it's usually what they happen if they have trailers and they have like overnight visits with a husband and
Oh.
wife. But it's all sanctioned and it has to be requested and is already.
So
That's
look at
that
this one.
orange and the new
Nima.
black shit.
Look at Nima said my cousin.
Nima,
did,
that's that orange and new black shit. Yeah, girl, come on, tell me about it.
my
tell
cousin
about
did
it.
15 years and got 2 babies by 2 different prison guards and was knocking off one of the nurses. What? It definitely goes down and women will fight over these brothers locked up. Wow. Yeah, them guards, yo.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry, Nima. Are you talking about your cousin who's a male has babies by prison guards? Because and a nurse and he was
Right,
messing with
is
a
it
nurse.
right? Is
Okay,
it
that's
a-
why I'm double checking. I'm just
Yeah,
double checking.
well, no, is that a
That's
female?
true too, because you know what?
No, or no?
Real talking, he probably not. My cousin who done did time, his present off and on girlfriend was a nurse in the prison, and that's how they met.
Sometimes
Yeah,
even
yeah.
the I've seen stuff where the nurses probably got pregnant or the guards got pregnant.
Yeah,
They
but
just-
see, that's against the law. So they get away with how they get away with it is how the women guards get away with it, because they can say it wasn't.
it was somebody up from the
But
outside, right?
if a woman prisoner is knocked up and she showed up not pregnant,
yeah,
they know it's
know
a
it's
guard.
a guard.
And you can lose your job and you can actually go to prison for that.
yes, what?
It was a man.
A man. Okay.
He was a man. He was a man, and
Right.
he wound up in
was
2
knocking
different prisons.
boots.
He must have been a pretty motherfucker. See?
Must have been.
Or stay with some ratchet looking bitches. I don't know. I don't
one or
know.
the other.
I don't know.
It must
Was
have
he a
been.
pretty motherfucker, Nima? Or they was some ratchet looking bitches? Just let me know.
We just wanna know.
I'm
Just say it. Good help.
what? I'm just saying, though, when your dick be hard, I mean, an ugly bitch, they'll fuck good, though.
Just turn them around.
Just turn them around.
turn 'em
And you
around.
in prison already, you just going through the bars.
Wow.
I don't know. I love me a woman in uniform,
That's
though.
some sneaky shit. That's some sneaky shit. Like, where y'all doing this at?
They gave me a show. What the hell is this?
Wow, what you get to with your people?
This is how I think. What you mean? It's
Right.
plenty of daggone dark spaces and places. Let's go.
Karen, okay. When I was young visiting my dad, women will come up there with skirts and on and no underwear, sit close to their man and have sex. I saw it all the time. Yeah.
Yup.
Yeah.
Oh, most definitely. Or you could skirts, no underwear. There, no bra. You get the little finger action, and
Right.
That's a.
Wait. Okay, Nima said total 4 children, 2 kids apiece, black as ever, but handsome, and they are educated, beautiful women.
They always are. Because you know why? Beautiful, educated women always want the fucking bad boy.
Yeah.
They always want the motherfucker that's daggone
He
selling
might get-
drugs.
Right.
That's or
He
the
probably hemming her ass up.
the manly
They like
man,
that.
the daggone one on that's riding on bikes and shit like that. They don't want
And
nobody
then she
work.
said he came home and married a Muslim sister.
Yeah,
He was tired.
He got
He was tired. He
he-
already had all the
yeah,
fun.
that's
he had his
cool.
run. Yeah, he had
That's
fun.
cool. Muslim sisters is good too. They got some freak in them too. Don't get them.
He said, "Can you imagine
Anybody
being
that
trans in prison?
be on their knees 5
OMG.
times a day. I'm just saying. That was fucked up to say. I just thought about that.
What?
Don't get involved. Don't get involved. Don't get involved with what I was saying. Can you imagine being? No, that's horrible.
Can you imagine being trans in prison?
That's actually not a good thing because a lot of times what
Then
happens.
you don't know trans what? Because
Anything, because-
they're not gonna put you in the
Right.
the jail. If you're trans woman, they're gonna put you right in a male's jail,
Yes.
and you're not gonna feel comfortable.
And a lot of times
Or
they don't.
like they're
just-
not gonna accommodate them.
They did that, and they did that on Orange is the New Black because Lauren Cox played there, but I believe she had fully transitioned to but
But
they
what if
wouldn't they wouldn't give
does
her
it got
her
anything to do with
pills.
Like, what
If
if
you
you
s-
change your ID and stuff like that? Would that matter?
It's the genitalia. It's the
genitalia.
genitalia.
Oh.
That's the whole
they
thing.
said we don't care if you have a female on your license. You're
No,
still
if you still have that's the whole
man-
point.
Right.
That's the and if you don't give, say if you going through the check, they're not giving you your proper medication, your drugs.
Because they probably feel that's something you want to do. That's not.
No. First of all, this is the thing. You're still supposed to get your medication in prison. Some fucking people, you be surprised. Some people go to prison just so they can get medical.
Treatment?
Yes. Don't get it's people that do because they can't pay for it on their own. But the craziest thing is you get better treatment health wise in prison than you do on the street as a regular.
Wow.
People that have cancer or have yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes. People can't afford
Well,
something.
it depends on where you are.
I'm just telling you.
Because, like, I don't know. It depends on if wherever you are, if they got good health.
Where you
care or
get
not.
three?
Like, I
You
don't
get
know.
3 hots in a cot anywhere else for free?
I'm not that.
Unless you daggone fucking somebody, maybe. But other than that, when you go to prison, you get 3 hots in a cot,
Okay.
and you get health care. You do get health care.
Okay. Well, everybody, we want to say thank you.
Wait a minute,
for-
don't we got something?
We're gonna play the. Can I
All right.
talk first?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. All right, guys, stay tuned in, y'all. Make sure you share the live. We're gonna be right back. We're gonna play Taboshes.
We gonna come back. Go
Let
ahead.
it out.
Is it?
I was stripped of my identity when you touched me inappropriately. You violated my privacy and took complete advantage of me over and over and constantly. I would always beg and plead. You took your hand and covered my mouth and said, "You kill me if I dare to scream. I'm up against the fight of my life. I'm so afraid to sleep at night. You won't get away. It's time for me let it out. I refuse to run and hide. I must let it out. I refuse to run and hide. All the weight is lifted off my shoulders. I will not hold this in any longer. I know you thought that it killed me, but it has only made me stronger. Disgusted by the things you've done deep down inside, my heart's broken. I fell completely to the floor, not wanting to live anymore. I'm frustrated with all the pain of memories I can't erase. But despite all the tragedies, God taught me to forgive and have faith. I'm able to look you in your eyes, 'cause victory belongs to me. I am here to stay. I found my strength to let it out. I refuse to run and hide. I must let it out. I refuse to run and hide. All the weight is lifted off my shoulders. I will not hold this in any longer. I know you thought that it killed me, but it has only made me stronger. The monster who held me hostage, I was your prisoner, who was on lockdown. How could you be so rude? You cut me deep and continued to do it. Yes, I weathered the storm and came out on top. I made it through to testify my truth. Let it out. I refuse to run and hide. I must let it out. I refuse to run and hide. All the weight is lifted off my shoulders. I will not hold this in any longer. I know you thought that it killed me, but it has only made me stronger. I'm stronger. I am stronger. I am stronger than I was yesterday.
We back on. Are we talking about
We
a
back, we
literal
back,
or
we back.
figuratively? Are we figuratively back on or literally back on?
We're literally here.
Figuratively, okay.
Hey, Steph. So, back to the topic, y'all.
It would be my sister to say that, but she backed me up. What?
Yeah. Steph said
Cardi B ain't the
will-
only one.
People would do a bid to get their teeth fixed.
See, you don't need to just get a bag like Cardi to get your teeth fixed. You just can go do a bid.
Joe, get
You
your
go
teeth
do a
fixed.
bid to get your teeth fixed. And
Look, got me feeling my teeth. Like,
Orange is on in the New Black. If people watch that show, some pardon daggone country ass chick, she had no teeth, front teeth. Prison wound up. She got a requisition. They gave her all new fronts because she was like a meth addict or something like that. She ain't had no teeth for the first 3 seasons. And it done. They fixed that bitch's teeth.
damn.
They fixed her teeth.
Damn.
Why? I don't do it. You saw it, right?
My aunt.
Your aunt?
Do it.
Oh shit. We getting real personal.
Wait, what?
What? Got her through the
Who's
system?
Ricky?
Through the system? See?
Hey, Raphael.
See? Oh,
Hey.
oh, that's Raphael. Oh, what's up,
Hey,
Raphael? See? Personal.
Wow.
Her aunt
Right.
got her teeth fixed through the system.
Wow.
Yo, it's
That's
shit's
cool.
real. Did she do the bid so she can get her teeth fixed? I'm just saying. Yo, some people do shit just.
Yeah, they need housing.
Some people do a bid just
Like,
because they homeless.
yeah.
And they want
When they hang out, like she'll do little petty crimes. Like I don't care, I'm gonna hang with my people anyway.
Oh shit. Oh shit. And then you walking in like, hey y'all back. What?
But she only gonna do. But she,
What?
what you saying? She only going. But she ain't going to prison. She just going to the county for
She
a few
just
months.
going on a vacation.
Yeah, whatever.
She went on a vacation.
That'd be her mini vacation.
Dang. It's crazy, y'all. So
This that life. This is that life.
people get accustomed to that.
But I mean, but I'm saying it's just.
You have to do 6 months to get medical stuff.
Wait,
like
right? That's what. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
6 months.
You got to do 6 months
Oh
worth of
my
time to get.
goodness.
6 months ain't.
That's a long time. To me, God, I have not been arrested before. You have to have a certain amount.
That's what my
of
sister
time
just
to
said, Tina.
Yeah, the proper care in prison. It's not that easy. That was from Tina. Okay. Steph says some people choose not to bail out to get it. Wow.
Right.
It's hard out here. Like, if that's the only way.
Well, see, my sister's talking about. See, I'm
the
sorry.
medical
Yeah, but my
treatment.
sister's in California.
Right.
Whereas though California is a very liberal state, so these certain type of things
The coverage.
they
don't
will cover
have
it.
no coverage.
But I see what she's saying, and Tina would know better because Tina been. She said you have to be in the system get them a certain amount of time. But just like when I was talking about the on that show Orange New Black, she had been in jail for a minute, but she was doing like almost a life bid. And it was a lot of paperwork for it to go through in order for them to pay for it. But it wasn't like she was just
It's like
showed
when
up.
you out insurance is so high.
Yeah, and Dennis according
Like-
but she was in either state or federal prison anyway.
That's like in Texas. They don't they don't
Fuck
really
Texas.
have no good insurance. So I know somebody that was sick. They was in Texas. I was like, you better go back to New York.
No, because Texas is one of the states that didn't
back
actually
in.
sign up for the extension when Obamacare came into play. So it doesn't have a Medicaid extension because they
Crazy.
every state is different, and yeah, fuck Texas, fuck you in a drive-through, and only thing I like from Texas is the Cowboys and the thick black bitches. That's from Houston. Let it be known, and that's the exception of Beyonce because she's probably not the even top 10 of the bitches that's from Houston. Just my opinion. Go ahead, move on.
Okay.
What?
Thanks, Crown.
What?
What?
Y'all got me on my own one talking about daggone Texas. Oh, damn, them Houston bitches. No. What?
Texas barbecue? No.
And you can be naked and have alcohol in the strip club in Texas. Boom! Just another little fun
Fun fact.
fun fact. Y'all just wanted to spread that away to y'all.
Crown
What
is
they got to
cool.
do with
All
prison?
right, so I forgot
don't
to
know.
mention y'all. So
Go ahead.
all independent artists, if you looking to play your music on Plug Studio Network, send us in your music at submissions at plugstudio@gmail.com. Also, if you want to put your brand on, do you want to sponsor? Do you want to promote yourself? Hit us up as well, y'all. We got you.
Yeah, because
Alright?
just you
We
want to
do
be
a whole
like
bunch of, Avaji. You want to be like Avaji? Come on, like get your stuff up on here. Let everybody see what you're working with. All
because
right.
if you
Let's
put
show
your
the
brand
love.
right next to me, that shit gonna sell like a motherfucker.
Like
yo.
a motherfucker.
Because you
Word.
know, that's my sexual orientation.
What?
A motherfucker.
Okay. All right, Carl. So yeah, so
We coming to the end.
I'm nice. So yeah, we coming to the end, y'all. So next Thursday we are talking about display of public affection, y'all. What do you feel about displaying public affection? Does it bother you when somebody's all hugged up, booed up, all in front of people, like you in a whole hand?
Look at her face.
P over there, like nah, fuck that,
Yo,
fuck that. Like
just
you
a little
better get your ass over here.
Just a little
Give me
preview
some
for this.
loving.
We was discussing this, right? And we came to the conclusion that some people just be like really like not into it.
Right.
But if you are the actual
you're the person
person
that's-
and doing
it's
the
being
public
done,
display,
right.
you are cool with
You
it.
okay with it, right?
Now maybe we wrong, but we was talking and I asked people and they was like they don't like watching nobody, but they okay with.
Oh, we got a caller.
We got a call?
It's a caller on
Come
line.
on, man! I'm trying to get off here and get to the
Hey.
bar. Who this is?
Hey, welcome to Behind Closed Doors.
Hello?
Hello,
Welcome to Behind Closed Doors. Thanks for calling.
Who that
speaking?
is?
this is Tina.
Hey,
Hey.
Tina Topic. Hey, girl.
Word,
Hey,
what's up,
girl.
Tina?
You gonna
Yo,
wait till we about to leave you
First of all,
alone?
Tina, who is this Robin trying to be flirting with you on my show? We can't be doing that.
Oh no,
Oh, you know what? You just
I
too.
got a friend request though.
Oh, you know what?
Hey,
You know what? I'm
There you
tired.
go.
And don't be giving out my real name. Motherfuckers be trying to get me. Go ahead. Go. What's up, Tina? Talk to me.
What's up, Tina?
Ain't nothing. So, what did you want to talk about me with my prison experience, Toya? Because I got some stories to tell now.
Well, tell
Oh.
us a story.
We
like-
going overtime
Go
now.
ahead.
We gonna go
What-
overtime.
tell
So
us
wait a
something.
minute. You did from what
How
I
long-
it was
What
4.
was your bid?
I did 4.5 years in North Carolina.
It's so that's state time, right?
Yes.
You want to go into or we don't want to go into details on what you was allegedly convicted for, or you want to go off?
So,
Okay.
so I went to prison for trafficking cocaine.
Uh-huh.
I had multiple charges, and because I didn't know a lot about the system, I kind of got bamboozled. What they do is they give you this thing called a fucking plea bargain.
Which we discussed.
So when you take a plea bargain as a black woman, it fucks you up on the outside. You have to go through a lot of shit to get your rights back.
Mm-hmm.
So I was told never take the first plea bargain, always take the second one.
Mhm.
So I took the second plea bargain, which was 4.5 to 6 years.
Which you was looking at facing how many years?
I was looking at 35 years.
Ooh.
But it sounds like they probably just pounded charges on top of charges on top of charges.
What they do is they drop certain charges and want you to plead
Right.
to other charges, and that's where I fucked up at because I didn't know no better.
How old were you, Tina?
Excuse me?
How old were you when this happened?
27?
Okay. Okay.
Just hanging around the wrong crowd.
Around people?
basically.
Right. Right. Now, what was your experience in? Now you did all the same time in the same prison, or at a certain point you get moved around because you said you did 4.5 years.
I got moved around. I started in maximum prison.
Mm-hmm.
I was released from honor grade. So
Oh.
in honor grade, I was able to actually go out and get a real job out in the streets.
Uh huh.
So I did have a job on the outside. All the money that I made, I had to save it up, and they give you a check when you come home. When they send it in the mail to you, is what they do.
Uh huh.
But I was in honor grade. I went to 2 different honor grades. I got sent back to maximum prison because I got accused of sleeping with a CO.
What?
Accused?
Did you?
Never slept with a correctional officer a day in my life while I was in prison.
But another inmate tried to say it or something.
Yes, an inmate went to the sergeant and told the sergeant that she seen me and one of the COs in the shower together on 3rd shift.
She must have been mad at you or mad at them. She must have been messing with them or some shit.
But nothing. What happened to the CO?
Did they get
Nothing.
fired? Oh,
Exactly.
nothing.
This is
Oh.
this is the point that I was. Yeah.
Did you have kids at this time, Tina?
I did. My whole 4.5 years I was incarcerated, I've seen my children twice.
Wow.
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 How old were your kids?
My daughter was 4 and my son was 2.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Young. How did that affect your relationship with them? But they were so young, so do they?
You was probably able to get that back though,
Right.
right? Since they were so young. By the
I
time
can't hear you.
Go ahead, Sib. She
Crown said you was able to get that like relationship back with the kids since they were so young. Did it really affect your relationship with them?
I'm not gonna say that I have it back fully. Like it's still a lot that we're working on. But you gotta understand, when I was incarcerated, I had family members feeding my kids a bunch of bullshit. So it was kind of hard for me to connect with my kids when I came home.
Wow, that's rough.
wow. But what was the day-to-day life in prison that you had to adjust to?
Being that was my first time being incarcerated, you know, I watched TV a lot, so I thought everything that was done on TV is what was going to be done to me when I went to prison. I thought I had to run through the water hose and get wet down and come in and everything, but it wasn't nothing like that. You go through intake. I sat there, I think, 6 hours before I actually got into a quad. You don't really have no rights when you're in prison. I mean, you do what they say, or you go to SEG. I went to SEG 3 times when I was incarcerated.
What's SAG? What is that?
It's in a little box, is what
It's
I call
like,
it.
okay.
Solitary confinement.
Solitary. Okay.
Yeah, a little box. And you don't come outside.
Right.
Unless you get like over 30 days. Where I was at, it was 30 days before you get to come outside, and you're only out for an hour, and then you got to come back in. You got to shower every 3 days.
That's what I told you. See?
You cannot shower every day when you're in SEG.
Did you shower every day if you're regular? You showered every day? Okay.
On population, you can shower every day.
Okay. And then you had the freedom to like be out in the yard and things like that?
Yes, at certain times of the day.
Did you have fights
You're
in
able
there?
to be out on the yard.
I just want to know. Was you fighting in there?
I did get into one altercation when I was in prison.
Dang. What did?
Did you feel obligated? Did you have to like join a gang or a clique to actually for protection, or just, I don't know, just, you know what I mean?
Prison basically you mind your business. And you good. But see, once I went to honor grade, I had it good when I went to honor grade, because one of the COs that was there, I actually knew her. So it kind of made it easy for me towards the end of my sentencing.
Right.
I was able to get stuff that, other inmates wasn't able to get.
They probably was mad at you.
Okay. Because it's me, you gotta expect it. So this, because it's me. Bitches was fucking though up in there though, right? I'm just saying. It was some crazy shit going on, right? I ain't saying Tina. I'm just saying in general.
I was gonna say shit.
Yeah, we was.
Oh, we she signed off on it.
4.5 damn years. What the hell?
I had a girlfriend when I was incarcerated.
Oh, what?
Okay. Wait a minute. But had you been dealing with women before you made it to prison, Tina?
Yes.
Okay.
What you think? Prison turned out?
No, look. It's possible. She did have kids.
She did.
So ain't no telling. I'm asking. Don't be acting like I'm being ignorant. I'm asking questions.
No,
so
I'm just saying. What you thought? Prison turned Tina out.
It's plenty of men that go to prison and they never did nothing with no guy till they got to prison.
It's true.
And I'm pretty sure Tina can say it's plenty of women that have showed up to prison, ain't never been with no woman, and then things change.
True.
I'm just asking.
I had one girlfriend the whole time I was incarcerated.
See, you even monogamous in prison. I can't stand your punk ass.
Shut the hell up.
She even monogamous in prison. I can't stand you. You had what? Well, that's cool. That's cool. That's crazy.
Thanks, Tina.
Oh,
for
thank you
calling
very
in.
much for calling in and giving us some
appreciate
good.
you.
Job
Uh-oh.
to get when you're in prison to me is be the laundry girl because everything goes down on third shift in the laundry room.
The laundry room. Oh, you got
Wait a
the
minute.
vibrating.
Oh, wait a
the
minute.
washers
So
and
it's not too many
dryers,
guards. So you get the. It's not too many guards on shift, right? It ain't. She said third shift in the
My
laundry.
thing is, if you establish a relationship with certain COs, then you
Yeah.
in business.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Wow. Tina, you have lived life.
You have lived, girl.
You
That's
have
for
lived.
sure. Thank you for the
Thanks,
story.
Tina Topics, for calling us and giving us your story.
Some insight.
We really appreciate it.
Yes,
Letting
indeed.
us know how it goes down.
And I'm especially
Yeah,
in the laundry room.
It was going down in the laundry room.
And that's what I got something to think about tonight.
Yes. See you,
All right,
Tina.
baby.
Good night. All right, so
Wow. Yay.
good time,
Good
y'all.
time.
Thank you so much for tuning in with us tonight and calling. Thank you to all our callers who called in, y'all.
Yes,
we really
yes.
appreciate y'all.
And
Yeah, y'all tune
Next
in
week?
next Thursday at 8:30, same time, same place, y'all. Just a different topic, but we be here. All right, y'all. So
letters, information.
Send
It's
us-
about
send
public
us a-
displays of
yeah,
expression,
send us a letter, y'all.
Or,
Send us a note
note.
about.
or even call in because
Call
we
us
want to
in.
get.
I like to hear calls.
We want to
too.
know about public displays of affection because
Yes.
just seems like a lot of people are,
Against
too-
it, not with it.
but
I
they sure. They
I don't
sure
like seeing it, but we're gonna talk about that next week. Though.
don't like seeing
All
it,
right?
but you
But I
like getting them boobs grabbed in the public though.
How do you know?
I'm just saying, everybody love to get what? It's Jim. I'm just saying, don't.
All right, y'all. So tune in next Thursday.
Nigga, I know. I know a
y'all.
lot of shit.
I know shit. Have a great night, y'all. Be safe, y'all. Wash your hands. It's Jeremy out there. Good night, y'all.
Watch your heads.
Watching the silhouette from the candlelight, slipping and sliding a little more to the right. They say all the freaky bitches come out at night. Yeah, I'm the one that's full of fun, guaranteed to make you come. I'ma put it down for sure. Once you enter through the door, drop them drawers like you Denzel. I don't believe the snacks, you could get the whole meal. That's real.